Black woman denied entry to her own jet. What she says next gets the pilot fired. You don't look like someone who owns a jet. Camille froze. She'd heard ignorance before, but never like this. 3 crew members surrounded her, blocking the stairs. Her ID was ignored. Her name is in doubt. Her success is invisible. This wasn't a mistake. It was a message. You don't belong here. But what they didn't know was that they just picked the wrong woman. What she said next would shake the runway and cost a man his career. This is the story of an empire builder denied her wings. Welcome, story lovers. Where are you watching from? Hit like and comment your city below. Camille Harris wasn't just another passenger, she was the CEO of one of the fastest growing tech firms in the world. At only 36, she'd built her empire from her garage to global headquarters, and this private jet, she owned it. It was her reward for sleepless nights, investor battles, and climbing past barriers others said she'd never break. Dressed in a sleek tracksuit and clutching her laptop bag, she walked across the tarmac like she always did, focused, composed, ready for her next pitch overseas. The sun was blazing, her pilot waiting, or so she thought. A uniformed crew member looked up, then did a double take. Then came the words, cold and automatic. Ma'am, this area's restricted. You'll need to wait outside. She blinked, confused. This wasn't a mistake. It was a moment that would spiral into something much uglier, one that would expose more than just bias. It would cost someone their job. Camille's smile faltered. I believe there's been a misunderstanding, she said calmly, but the crew member waved her off. Another joined him, this one in a pilot's jacket. Ma'am, this aircraft is scheduled for a high-profile client. You can't just walk up to private jets. I am the high-profile client, she said, holding out her ID. They barely looked at it. Nice try, the pilot chuckled. Ma'am, we're not doing this today. Passengers glanced over from nearby planes. Whispers, stares. Camille felt her cheeks flush, not from shame, but rage. She could have raised her voice, demanded respect, but instead, she took a breath. She dialed her assistant. Angela, I need you to send the ownership papers now. Minutes passed. The crew began laughing behind their clipboards, confident in their assumption. Then her phone buzzed. PDF received. Camille turned the screen around. Here's the FAA registration. My name, my jet. The smirk faded. The pilot snatched the phone, looked again. His color drained. Still, he hesitated. We'll have to confirm with HQ, he stammered. I already did, Camille replied. They're watching this. I'm live streaming. Behind her, a woman in a jumpsuit gasped. Wait, you're Camille Harris? The Camille Harris? The crew scrambled. Suddenly, the same pilot was ushering her aboard, apologizing, but it was too late. The corporation had seen everything. So had the internet, and one phone call from the board was all it took. The pilot was grounded indefinitely. The cabin door slammed shut behind her, but the sting of humiliation lingered. Camille sat in her seat, eyes locked on the window as the engines roared to life. Just moments ago, she'd been treated like an intruder on her aircraft. She wasn't just insulted, she was profiled, doubted, and disrespected. The CEO who built empires from nothing had been reduced to a suspicious woman because of the color of her skin. But the story didn't end in silence. As the jet lifted into the clouds, Camille received the final message. Pilot terminated. Full investigation underway. We stand with you. For once, accountability didn't fly away, it landed hard. Dear audience, if you're enjoying the story, don't forget to give it a like, it helps. Camille's story went viral not for clout, but for truth. Millions watched the footage and conversations exploded online. How many times does this happen without cameras? The pilot was gone, but the stain of what happened remained. Camille spoke at conferences, joined panels on racial bias in corporate travel, and helped launch a program to train aviation crews in recognizing implicit bias. She didn't want revenge. She wanted change, and change began with visibility. Her journey reminded people that success doesn't shield you from racism, but it can help dismantle it. Because this wasn't just about one jet. It was about every gate, every boardroom, every sky.so. Next time you see someone denied their place, ask yourself, would I have spoken up? Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel for more powerful stories and new videos. Take care.